Papa, how to welcome newness in life?
Just open the door, it will come. See, in on the planet Earth, in the existence, everything is new. Only one thing getting old, that is our mind. So when a small baby is born, what we call him?
Baby.
A newborn baby.
A newborn baby. Yes.
Because what is new means it has free from its past, it has no past at all. That's what new is. So everything is new. For example, a person buys a bike which is second hand. Just forget that past of the bike, then it is a new bike. All you have to understand is you have to get rid of your memory. So you cannot do that. For that, what you have to do is understand the memory and don't get stuck in the memory. Don't give too much prominence to the memory. Don't give too much importance to the memory. That's what every human being does. That's why people experience boredom, because the newness is gone. A small kid is always happy, jumping with joy. You know why? Because whatsoever he is looking at, he has no memory about that. He has no idea what exactly it is. Mommy, what is this? This is flower. After 10 days, he won't ask that question. His mind says, I know that. Then he looks at a dog and he doesn't know what it is. Mommy, what is this? She says it's a dog. Gone. After 10 days, he lost interest. So he kept on chasing after one thing after another. And after crossing 25 years of age or 50 years of age, slowly, already I have seen, there is nothing new. Someone gives something, already. So someone asks him to come for a movie to watch, already I have watched. So that is a new movie actually. But his mind says, you have already watched so many movies. Your life is done. The only work you have left is to die. That's what mind says. Slowly నిరాశ వచ్చేస్తుంది. So how to experience newness means one has to get rid of his past. One should not think of the future. When you see something without any memory, that presents itself as something very new. That's all. A newborn baby, who is newborn baby? He doesn't have memory. He doesn't have any recollections. He doesn't have any residues on his brain. It is fresh. It's a new flower. It's born just now. But after 2 days, it's 2 days old. Okay, that may be 2 days old because you are counting. Otherwise, you are looking at it for the first time, but still you are counting the time. So newness slowly gets depleted from our life because we attributing time to it. We attributing past to it. So it is a philosophical question. Not everybody asks this kind of questions. Not everybody inquires into it. Not everybody realizes that everything is new. Once somebody asked me, how old are you? I say, only dead things get old. I am not dead. You can ask the question as far as Charminar is concerned. Charminar, that is 400 years old because it is dead. But human being is full of life. How a life gets old? A flowing river never gets old. It is only because our history books, we say that so and so date this river gets originated from Gangotri and it is flowing from thousands of years. It is our memory. Otherwise, it is always new. Every day it is fresh. 100 years ago, the way it was, it is exactly like that. That's what life is. It is always just the same. So every human being says they want something new in life. That's why they buy a new home and they celebrate. And after 10 days, they get bored of it. They welcome a new person, wife or husband. And after a couple of days, at least after a year, you are bored of it. We always want to watch a new movie. because we don't have any idea what it is. So what is new movie? We don't have any knowledge about that. So whatsoever knowledge you already gained, put that aside. Look at it again. Watch the same sky again and again without carrying any past memories. Then that newness slowly seeps into your being. So it is actually a spiritual practice. Not everybody can do that. All minds experience boredom because that mind says, I have seen everything. I have done everything. Oh, I lived a long life. So all these things they say. But he is actually a fresh human being. The moment he woke up in the morning, he is a new human being. He can put his entire past into the dustbin and he can start anew. But he won't do that. The moment he wakes up, last night he kept the entire past aside, adjacent to the pillow. The moment he wake up, he himself picks it the whole past and put it on his head and thinks life is full of burdens, life is not charming, life is not good, life is not this and that. So one has to change his attitude, one has to change his perception, how you are actually perceiving things. You have to change that. You don't have to change anything. To experience new, you don't have to create something new. Just put the past aside. The real question is how. And in these matters, one should not ask it, one can ask anything except one question: how. There is no how in life. There is only living. The moment you put how, it implies the future. It implies practice. It implies time. So many great philosophers spoke at length about this phenomena. Rabindranath Tagore said that every human has to become a child again. Why did he say that? It doesn't mean that you have to put your finger in your mouth. Nah, nah, nah. That's not kind of child. That is childish. Child means get rid of your past. Don't worry about the future. Enjoy what you have. Then you are a newborn baby all the time. The person who is living in the present is a newborn baby. His mind is like satram. Satra in English, we don't know. Guest house. So many people stay there, but nobody stays permanently over there. So experience should be like that. You have experienced something and that is gone, and your mind became empty again. Again it is full of life, waiting to experience something new. So for example, as far as my understanding is concerned, I look at the same things every day. I never get bored because I am not creating any image of that particular thing and keeping it as a memory or storing it as a memory. Every time, whenever I am looking at a person or a thing, it is always for the first time I am looking at. It is my understanding, but it is not that easy to understand. What did you understand? Tell me in Telugu. So what is memory? What memory actually contains? Contains few events. It contains few hurts. It contains some information. It contains few conclusions. It contains few phobias and fears, and it contains some imaginary ideas about yourself and others. This is what our past is. Never think about the past. Always be in the present and never think about the future. So to be in the present, there is only one way: become a karma yogi. Always do something. For example, from morning to evening, I'll be doing something all the time. So while doing, I'm taking rest. While taking rest, I'm doing something. So it's the life and living and working and functioning is all happening, breathing, taking at the same, it's happening at the same time. These are all not separate things. Breathing and living and working are one. Interlinked. So whatsoever you are thinking past is actually present at one point of the time, and whatsoever you are thinking as a future, it will be present after some time. So anyway you are going to experience life. You don't have to think about something all the time. But we have a habit of clinging to the past because we are not experiencing anything new in the present. To experience something new, either a festival should come, a guest should come, because people who are living in our home, we are bored of them. We don't even look at their faces. We don't even celebrate their life. We are simply bored. We don't know how to get rid of our family members. We have to see the same face again and again. But you cannot change your husband. You cannot change your walls. You cannot change your ambience. You cannot change your sofa just like that. You cannot change your son's face or daughter's face. You cannot change anything. Hence, your mind says, already I have seen them. Already I know them. I know what kind of food they eat. I know what kind of movies they watch. I know everything. You don't know anything about them. But mind doesn't accept that. So, how to be in the present is the big question. Once a person came to me and asked this question, my mind is wandering somewhere all the time. How to be present? I said, please indulge me. I'll do something right now. You should not take me wrong. He says, no, no, I'll consider you a guru. Whatsoever you do, that will be for my well being. Then I said, close your eyes. And he thought I may be giving an initiation and I may be chanting a mantra in his ear. He was thinking in that manner. So after I said, you don't have to open your mind, open your eyes. I'll introduce your mind. And next couple of minutes, your mind will stay with you and you will experience your mind. Full meditation experience. And he just closed his eyes and sat like this. And I just pinched on his thighs. So, గట్టిగా గిచ్చిన గట్టిగా అరిచాడు. I said, next 15 minutes, your mind will be on the thigh. So, your mind and body should be in unison. Unison means they should walk like this. Sometimes body goes forward, mind is somewhere. Sometimes mind goes forward, body. So there is no synchronicity between body and mind. Meditation is all about bringing these two phenomena together. They are actually in nature diametrically opposite natures. One is invisible and second is visible. One doesn't experience pain and one experiences pain. The body experiences time, mind does not experience the time. Mind can go anywhere, body cannot go anywhere. Mind is a subtle reality, body is a gross reality. Body is experiencing and it is functioning all the time, mind is free all the time. Body doesn't like to cling to something else, mind always wants to cling. It's two different natures. So to bring these two different natures together is actually the act of meditation. Whether you chant a mantra or do bhajan, what happens? You are bringing these two phenomena, two different natures together. Whenever these come together and stays for a while, everything appears to be new because there is no past, there is no future. So for that there are simple techniques. Whenever you meet somebody, never discuss past. You just remain silent. Either look at the person or look at yourself. If there is no content, you don't have to force yourself to speak something about the movie, about a movie star, about Rashmika marriage, about politics. No, you just be silent. That is actually welcoming the newness. Whatsoever is happening at that moment, talk about that. For example, right now we are here. A person comes and he understood what I am saying. He simply says, light is very good. So he is talking about the present phenomena. He is not comparing. So I have seen the light 3 years ago in America. What is the cost of? No, never talk like that. Never bring any kind of past. Always stick to present. If you do this for some time, slowly, your mind gets habituated to be in the present effortlessly. This is one way. So Krishnamurti says that the highest form of intelligence is the ability to observe without evaluating. That's what we are discussing. That is very complex language. So we are trying to put it in a simple language. So observe anything, but don't evaluate. What is the cost of this? Who is the manufacturer? Is it good for the body, bad for the body? How many days it will work? If it doesn't work, then there is any replacement policy. So mind always brings the past. It doubts. Doubt means future. Fear means past. That's all. What is future?
And the present
Doubt. What is past? Fear.
fear.
So always fear and doubt. Our mind always what is అటు ఇటు తిరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది. సో accept your situation as it is, then you are accepting the newness. For example, suddenly you experience some uh, unhealth in you. Accept it, because that unhealthiness is newness. That's a new phenomena, but you are fighting with it. If something broke, that is actually something new happened. If the same thing, someone breaks a balloon or burst a balloon, we like it. But something, our mobile breaks, you simply say it's something new happened. The moment, because there is no past memory. If something breaks, you have to cry, you have to scream. No, something new actually happened. Every minute something new is happening. A mosquito comes and sits here, something new happened. So just do whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So for the first time you did whoosh, whoosh. So do something all the time. Be in the present. Focus on the present activity. Talk about whatsoever you have right now in your availability, at your hand's length. Never discuss about the people. Never discuss about the past. Never discuss your past or somebody else's past. Don't indulge too much in the future. After 5 years I will be doing something. Don't discuss. What exactly you are doing, you will be doing the same thing after 5 years. After 5 years you will be saying that after 5 years I will be doing something. This is what human does. So for that, for example, we go to KPN Fresh or Reliance Fresh or any other fresh. Fresh vegetables, what does it mean?
ఫ్రెష్ మీన్స్ అంటే ఇప్పుడిప్పుడే వచ్చినాయి, ఫ్రెష్గా ఉన్నాయి.
What is fresh mind? So it doesn't have any memory, that's all. It doesn't have any past. It's not carrying any past. So look everything with fresh mind. For example, someone scolded you. It is very dangerous actually. Someone scolded you 2 days ago. If you really understand me, after 2 days you met that person, you speak to him again. Hello sir, how are you? You don't remember it. You know it, but you are not giving too much, because in 2 days many things might have changed. He might have become a Buddha last night. He might have understood the essence of, but you are carrying the past memory. The moment you look at him, you scold him, you do all nonsense, but he might have changed. So if you live life with newness, everything appears to be new. So it is a simple thing anybody can do. Only except human being, every entity on planet Earth experience newness. Look at Bogi. Every day it may watch us for 10 times. Every time it looks at us with fresh glittering eyes. Vachara? Wow. ఎక్కడికి వెళ్తున్నారు? ఓకే ఓకే. అట్స్ దట్ బిహేవ్. He never gets bored of us, because he is not creating any memory in its mind about us. This is what we have to do. So never repeat anything. If you are doing repeatedly, always try to do something new. For example, you are cooking. You may be preparing the same tomato curry every day, but 7 days try to prepare in 7 varieties of tomato curry. Half boil one day, full boil one day, big pieces one day, small pieces one day. One day put everything and fry. The second day put onions first, then garlic second, then tomato, then do me experience. One day just deep fry, one day there is no fry. So the same thing, but you are welcoming, because you are not depend upon the past. But most of the people, they go into kitchen, every day I have to go, because they are stopping experiencing newness. They have lost interest in life. To experiment, you have to become a newborn baby again, otherwise mind doesn't function. So I just want to conclude, you are a newborn baby all the time. Every second you are taking birth. You experience only this when you don't give too much importance to the past. Whatsoever happened, happened. It's okay. Put it aside and walk with fresh mind. Look at the sky, it is fresh. Look at a flower, everything is fresh. Then never turn that things into an image. Next day, a person says that, hey, beautiful sky, already I have seen yesterday. Don't say that. Again, look at it with fresh mind. So we have to practice it. We have to do it, practice in the sense, not hard work. You are just repeatedly attempting to understand something. Then one day your mind, because we have forgotten the art of being in the present. It is just couple of days, you will be like a newborn baby. Whatsoever you are doing, you may be living in a small hut, but you experience newness everywhere. To experience newness, there cannot be comparison, there cannot be judgment, and there cannot be any opinion. Means you have carrying the past. Opinion means you have a past, and that particular prism you are looking at life. So don't do that. So in that way, if you really understand what I'm saying, even death is also a new experience. If something goes wrong, your hand is not moving, it is also a new experience. You don't have to fear. Something new is happening. Always something. Your hair is falling. Something new is happening. The entire hair is gone. A new gundu is there. So at least to me, always many new things are happening around me and within. I don't know about others, and I cannot force anybody to experience what I am experiencing right now. It is impossible to explain. But still, since we are human beings, we have a little compassion towards humanity. I am just sharing all this. English రాకపోయినా చెప్పడం మామూలు విషయం కాదు. రిసారస్ వాయిస్